Good morning. I'm Daily Quiz, episode 44, Prevention Through Design, and I'm John Newquist, your host. It's November 19th, 2025, and this is in CSP Domain 1. If you saw the video on YouTube that I did with CSP11 changes, there were some questions there. But this is about 3 questions on every CSP test. So I'm going to go through the 3 questions, and then I'm just going to cover a little bit about it. I teach it for an hour, but we'll just cover like 5 more minutes afterwards. Let's get through question 1. A new conveyor system is being installed in a distribution center. During design review, engineers propose adding emergency stop pull cords, but leaving several exposed pinch points near rollers because guards can be added later if injuries occur. You'll see a slide of this. Which prevention of design action is most appropriate? Install warning signs, warning employees to keep hands clear of the rollers. B, provide gloves to protect workers if their hands are getting too close. C, train the workers to avoid pinch points during startup. D, eliminate enclosed pinch points now using fixed guards before installation. And the answer is engineering controls. In our hierarchy of controls is our best example. Here we're going to talk about prevention and design, but we're actually using the hierarchy of control to sit there and choose the best answer. And again, it emphasizes eliminate substitution at the design stage, not reactive after an accident. Manufacturing companies plan to automate a welding workstation. We'll show you a welding workstation. And then during the initial design phase, the project manager skips the hazard review to save time and plans to conduct it during commissioning. Later, as engineers discover the robot's reach zone intersects with the operator walkway. What step in the design process was missed? Vendor warranty review. B, purchasing specification verification. C, pre-startup safety review. D, early stage identification and risk assessment. This is tough. You can throw out A and B, but it's looking for early stage identification and risk assessment. And here's our example of our robot that's going to be welded. We want to make sure that it's not going to come into the aisleway and hit people as they're walking by. So you can do a lot of different things from laser scanners to physical barriers, but you got to make sure, when you do the design aspect, that somebody's going to be looking at it. We'll talk about the sequence later. Facility plans to reduce fall hazards on a mezzanine. Current options being discussed include installing a warning line along the edges, training the workers on fall hazard awareness, requiring harness and lanyards, redesigning the mezzanine with built-in guardrails. Which option best aligns with prevention through design, PTD, and the hierarchy controls? Redesign the mezzanine to include permanent guardrails, issue fall arrest systems to all workers. C, warning line systems. D, train all workers annually on fall hazards. And of course, engineering controls are the highest on the choices that we have, so permanent guardrails would be installed. And you're going to run in this quite a bit if you do a lot of different audits at different companies, because they will talk about these other options, but if we can put it up there, let's do it. Spend the money once and then we're done. So that's our 3 questions. I just wanted to go through something like on prevention and design. Sometimes we call it prevention after design. We got an accident moving a 55-gallon drum, 655-pound drum. Middle finger was caught between the drum and the frame, causing partial amputation. What they're trying to do is put it on this little mini wheeled pallet. And an amputation is $137,000. That's money out the door. And you have to do probably divide by 0.5 profit margin, about $2.7 million in sales to cover this injury. And this is something, like I said, we see and we tell people you could prevent this. And people think, oh, we got carriers. You can put it on a device, grab the drum and move it that way. That's good. That's good. But when we look at it, how would we get it off a conveyor? 2 people can lift this, but you're sliding it. It's not a good process. If you're going to do drumming, just get the robot. You spend, this one's about $40,000, but with one injury that you already had, you could have bought 4 of them, So you look at this and you just pick the robot. It can pick it off the conveyor, put it right on this pallet perfectly. And this is what we do. And then you think about it, we wouldn't even need these 2 workers. All right, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow.